executive producer / representative of the universe.
Gotta update my thing.
Yeah.
Whatever that's called again. Resume. Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Carter.
And welcome to It's Kind of a Gray Area.
Trying to shake it up a little bit each time.
Yeah, just, throw a little bit something different out there every time.
I could appreciate that. I'm sure people like the variety.
You just never know what you're going to get with me.
That's true. Speaking of things you never know that you're going to get.
Yes.
Today's shade.
Christmas.
You usually know when Christmas is coming.
Okay.
You know they have it on the same day every year.
What? That's too, you expected too much.
December 25th, man. I'm telling you. Watch out for it next time.
Spoilers.
Blows your mind.
Oh my gosh.
Every December 25th.
Well, see, now I know.
Like clockwork.
No, it was a surprise. Christmas is a surprise.
But we're not talking about Christmas today.
No. What are we talking about today, Carter?
So we're talking about something that's been in the news a lot lately.
Trump.
No.
Christmas.
Has Christmas been in the news?
I don't know. I don't have many guesses today.
Yeah.
Sorry, just do your thing.
Right. So what we're talking about today is this controversy over the Sony Disney split, basically. Yes. For those of you who haven't been following this, basically what happened was after several years of producing Spider-Man movies solely by themselves, Sony partnered with Disney to include the character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Which turned out amazing.
Right. There's so much source material to pull from, characters he can interact with, like the way you can spin this web of all these interconnecting characters is just fantastic. Yeah. It makes it so much more enjoyable.
I love it.
Yeah. And they've got 2 Spider-Man movies that have come out now under that new plan, and they've both surpassed the $1 billion mark.
Far From Home. Oh, and just Spider-Man and Homecoming. Yeah, yes. Homecoming and Far From Home.
Yes. So Tom Holland, fantastic Spider-Man, knocking it out of the park.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But the future's pretty shaky right now because whereas they had a deal for those 2 movies where Disney would take 5% of like the first day ticket sales, and then they had the rights to all the merchandise.
That sounds fair to me.
It was the original deal. When they renegotiated it, Disney wanted to do a 50-50 split. Sony would put up 50% of the production cost, Disney would do the same, and then they would split the income.
Also fair.
Well, the thing is,
right?
though, well, that's what we're here to talk about, honestly.
All right.
Was that a fair thing to demand? Because what happened was Sony refused to play ball, and so they walked away from the negotiating table. And now we're looking at going back into what some people kind of consider the dark ages of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the dark ages.
Right. My gosh, that would be so freaking... That would be
super good.
The dark ages?
Yes.
There is a limited series called Marvel 1602 where all of them are set in the year 1602.
I love that.
They should make that. Yes.
Well, I saw recently Batman Gotham by Lamplight.
Right.
I saw that recently. And, that's really cool. That's set in, the 1800s.
Right.
But are you saying the whole universe was set in the 1600s?
Yeah.
Not just Spider-Man?
No. Spider-Man was just one character in that. It had the Fantastic Four.
I think Doc Ock would be awesome in the 1600s.
I don't remember if
because just scientists from a couple hundred years ago were just so they took a lot of basic stuff and got super involved with it.
Right.
Super detailed. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So, that would be cool if we got a Spider-Man in the Middle Ages.
Yep.
Okay, I'm fine with this split.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are scared right now because, Sony's had a few missteps, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be upfront with this. There has not been a Spider-Man movie made that I will not watch and enjoy. I know critically, as a huge fan of movies, I can watch them objectively and say, this movie is crap. But that doesn't mean I don't still love it.
Yeah. You're talking the whole how it came together. The
whole meal.
They could have done so much better.
Right.
But fully entertained.
Yeah. That's what you're really looking for.
Yeah.
I think people have gotten super critical of movies because of the internet. Movie criticism has been on the rise more and it's more accessible. So people have stopped just watching things and having their own opinion. They need someone to tell them how to feel.
Yeah, and that's stupid.
Getting back to this, though, let's tell people how they should feel about this.
Yes.
So the shade officially is, should Sony ditch Disney over Spider-Man?
Okay. So should they have walked away from the table?
Right, because people are really wanting them to get back together and figure this out. I don't think that's going to happen.
So they're just not making any more of the Tom Holland Spider-Man?
I'm unclear on that, honestly. I've been looking around, and I can't find anything really definitive about whether Tom Holland will stay on as Spider-Man.
Well, they can't have a Spider-Man. Oh, but it'll have to be pulled away from the universe.
Right. So let's ignore the financial side of this for a second, because neither of us are,
financiers.
Right. I was going to say we're not producers, but we produce the show, so I guess technically we can put that on our resumes now.
Oh, heck yes.
We're EPs.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yep. We are actors, directors, co-stars, stars, background characters.
Yes. We're a lot of things.
We're the puppet wranglers.
Yes.
We're a stagehand, lighting, filming,
interns,
script writing. Gosh darn it! I got to update my resume.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my gosh.
But so let's stay away from the finance side of this for a second and talk about how funny it's going to be for Marvel to move past this.
Yes.
Just after, they set this up so much. And I know people are saying, they'll do fine without him. They've got plenty of characters. That's true. They have plenty of characters, but they really set Spider-Man up. They specifically said, he's the next Iron Man.
Yeah, that's literally is getting rid of Iron Man in the middle of Avengers movies.
Right.
It's how... What?
Yeah, I mean, Peter has to step up and take on this mantle. Most of the Avengers are disbanded, so he's one of the few people who could come back as a member.
Yeah.
His identity just got revealed to the world. He was working with Nick Fury, who's going to stay in.
Yep.
Everyone who's met him will now have to pretend that he never existed.
That's just ridiculous.
Right.
You're giving up a lot of rights and just rationalization because of a dollar sign. And it's not like we want all the money or else. It's not like it's an unreasonable, in my opinion, it's not like an unreasonable request to be well, let's put in 50-50 and reap 50-50. That seems even to me. But I'm sure there's a lot of financier type stuff we're not aware of.
Right. So how are they going to do this?
Yeah, that's true.
Mean, are they just going to, what are they going to say? How do you explain the whole snap? I mean, what do they call it actually in the in-game?
Blip.
The blip. Did the blip just never happened, I guess?
Well, you can't talk about the blip.
Right.
I mean, I think you probably can. No, because that's in that universe.
Yeah, that was from that. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to talk about it either.
You can't talk about the Avengers.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here. The question is, though, what kind of risks are they willing to take? They want to make a good Spider-Man movie, but they're not willing as, movie executives to really push the envelope. Because as an executive, if someone brings you a script where, at the end of Far From Home, they reveal his identity. If someone brought that to an executive at Sony, I feel like they would look at that and be like, no, we can't do that. It's always been a secret. Why would we do that? No.
Yeah.
But you put that into place and it's like, oh my God, they went there? I didn't think they were going to go there. That's so fresh.
Yeah, it just blows your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take risks. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to try different things to find something that works. So moving back to kind of the financial split.
Yes.
Because I know you said that the 50-50 thing seems fair.
Third party, dumb perspective, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel 50% finance, 50% back. If it were just you guys produce the whole thing and we'll take a 50% cut, that's insane. But, you're right. They're offering to split it. I think I'm going to side more with Sony on this.
Okay.
That's, I know I just said I don't think they're going to take risks with the character, but Stan Lee's daughter has come out recently and been pretty vocal about the mistreatment of her father from Disney and Marvel executives.
Well, I didn't know he was mistreated.
Yeah.
How can you mistreat Stan Lee?
I know, that's so messed up.
That man he's like one of the heroes in his stories.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Disney needs to be kept in check. But yeah, ultimately, I feel like on this, because we do have to let the universe decide.
Yes.
I think it's great that someone's standing up to them. I know it's another billion-dollar company. It's not really like the little kid on the playground.
No.
But compared to Disney, it is.
So, all right, so you'll take that stance.
Yes.
That Sony did the right thing.
Yeah, that's my personal opinion, and I would like to represent that for the universe.
That's fine. You know more information about this than I do. You are more passionate about this than I am. So that's typically how we roll this dice.
Yeah, I've got a lot of opinions about Spider-Man. That's for sure.
I know we talked a lot before the show, and I'm like, oh man, all right, this one's all yours.
Right. Yeah. So what was your final stance on this?
So my final stance is the opposite of yours.
That's not what just for the universe. That's your personal opinion.
So no, my personal opinion is I agree with you.
Okay.
I think that Sony did the right thing walking away and not bowing the power to Disney.
Right.
All right, but as a representative of the universe, as we both are at times, I will stand for they should just let Disney.
They should keep him in the MCU.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I gotta
keep
say,
him there and just bow down to Disney.
Right. I gotta say, if we make up business cards, we should put representative of the universe on there, because that is a very impressive title. Executive producer / representative of the universe.
Got to update my thing.
Yeah.
Whatever that's called again. Resume. All right, so we're going to do this?
Yes.
All right, awesome. I see you cracking your knuckles.
Yes.
Proper warm-up for you. Let's go. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
First, I almost never win first time.
I never go with paper first.
You never do.
Because that's always your move.
So for people on the podcast, I went with scissors. You went with paper.
Yes.
Which means that Sony should have bowed down to Disney and done it according to what the universe thinks should have happened. All right, so let me pose the would you rather. All right, because I'm done talking about this. So would you rather star in all of your favorite movies, but you wouldn't be able to watch them? Like when they're done.
Right.
All right. So you probably Spider-Man movies.
Yes. That would be on the list.
Yeah. Jurassic Park, Spider-Man, Back to the Future. Kind of all the classics.
Right.
Not Jaws. It's terrifying. You star in all your favorite movies, which would just be amazing.
Yeah.
Like you're living the dream, but you never get to see the finished product.
Right.
Okay. Or you just keep being a fan. You watch them, you enjoy them just as you always have. Now, I have my personal opinion, which I very strongly feel about this.
Yeah.
And I've thought that I've asked myself this question for years. Like, would I want to be this actor or would I want to just enjoy the show? But now I could never watch the show.
Right.
So it's a bit more extreme.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on this?
I think I would rather star in them.
Really?
I've always loved behind the scenes stuff, like being a part of that.
Yep.
I love being backstage. I loved like joking around with cast and crew members, and I just love the whole thing, the whole movie making, show making, creative process. Yeah, I would like to star in them. I know I wouldn't get to watch them, but I'm okay with that because I would get a lot more personal enjoyment from interacting with my co-stars and directors and all of those people. I would enjoy that more than I would enjoy watching it.
You'd also be famous.
That's true,
so you get to enjoy others enjoying the show.
Right.
Which, I mean, is comparable.
Yeah.
All right, and I would watch it. I would rather, like, Smallville is one of my favorite series of all time. Favorite series. I would rather, as much as I'd love to pretend to be one of the people on that show,
Ross.
Almost anyone. I don't want to be Ross. He's gone after like 2 seasons.
Right. And then he comes back and he's evil for no reason. He's not evil.
Kryptonite doesn't make you right in the head.
Right.
As much as I would love to be on that show or like be Clark, I really enjoy watching it. I super, super enjoy just not knowing anything about it. Yes. But not knowing anything about it, I don't even watch trailers or like, next week on, I shut it off. I don't want to know. Because I know I'm going to enjoy it. Why spoil it with like, and then try to piece it together with the clips they showed me.
Right.
I hate that. I'd rather just sit and enjoy it and just see the episode, full story out. So it sounds like, to wrap up this episode.
So,
sorry guys.
Sony should not have walked away from Disney, according to the universe, which might be owned by Disney now. We'll have to check.
Yes. Or a super big fan of the way things are now, which we all are.
Right.
And I would prefer to just watch a show.
And I would like to be in it.
Awesome. And I'd love to watch you on a show.
And you can tell me how it is.
Yeah. So from this point, remember to comment, like, and subscribe.
When making the budget for a movie, always account for puppet wranglers.
Oh, yeah, they're like super expensive. Mm-hmm. Ring the notification bell.
Remember that with great movie rights comes great responsibility.
And always remember, Stan Lee. Enough said. And as always,
IKAGA. Yup.